let's look at this text, because clearly this is a visitation from the Lord.
Absolutely.
He takes his shoes off. The place is holy. This
sure.
is not an angel.
Right. In the text in Hebrew says Malach Adonai, Malach Yud He Vav He, which means messenger. Most English translations would translate that into angel.
Right.
But like we talked about last time, John's experience forbids the worshiping of angels. We can only worship the Lord, so we can't worship angels. And Moses, of course, as the teacher of Israel, isn't going to worship something that's forbidden. So the angel of the Lord appears in a flame of fire next to a bush, and what he says to Moses, and you can look at it in Exodus 3, it's right there in your book. He says to him, hey, the place where I am is holy, so you have to take off your shoes because I'm here.
Wow.
And then a little further down in Exodus 3, he actually says, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So it's a messenger who is saying, I am the Lord. I'm the God of Israel, and I'm standing here, and my presence in fire is holy, so you have to take off your shoes. And Moses, this is Moses' commissioning, if you will, to go back into Egypt. And Moses says, well, who should I say sent me? And he says, tell him, I am who I am sent you. Ihye asher ihye. Tell him that. And Moses, in the dialogue, again, is from a posture of worship for this appearance of the messenger of the Lord.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the parallels here. Abraham recognizes the Lord in one of these three visitors, and he worships him. Moses recognizes the Lord in the man on fire next to the bush, which isn't consumed, and he worships him. These guys knew it was God.
Well, in the case of Moses, this was actually the first appearance to Moses specifically. So Moses had heard of the stories of Abraham and the patriarchs before him, but he hadn't had his own personal encounter yet. This is the first of many that continues for 40 years of his life.
See, we see a contrast when it is just an angel.
For sure.
Because they'll pick them up, or they'll say, don't bow down.
Right.
There's a clear difference between a messenger and the Lord himself.
Hi, my name is Ezra Benjamin, and I'm the Vice President of Global Ministry Affairs here at Jewish Voice. I'm glad you visited our site today, and before you close this video, I just want to say thanks. Thanks for coming to learn more about what we do. However you got here today, an ad, a search, maybe even a prompting from the Lord, thanks for responding.